It is 1:45 on Tuesday the 2nd of December. And I think this is the first time I've spoken to you today, so hello, happy Vlogmas Day 2. From me and my notebook, which is secretly a microphone. I'm trying to be chill about the fact that I've got a new piece of tech, but I feel like I'm still figuring out how to use it, so over the next few weeks you will see me probably using it in lots of different ways. If anyone has any tips on how to get clippy microphones attached to your body while also wearing knitwear, let me know. If not, this is what we've got for now. This is my Grass Whispers pullover by Teti Lutzek, I want to say. Teti Lutzek. In West Yorkshire Spinners, like colour Lab DK. That sounds right. And then the contrast colour is I think Perfection from, I can't actually remember the dyer, but it was the like signature yarn for Perth Festival of Yarn, which is now Scottish Festival of Yarn. Several years ago. If you're a long time viewer of the pod, you will know when it was. But yes, hello, it is 1:45. I accidentally overslept, which was actually fine because I didn't have anything on until 10. But I meant to get up at 6 and just like do some stuff. I feel like in the winter it helps me to get up early and make use of morning hours rather than just sleeping. Like it just makes me feel better. But I was up quite late last night trying to redo the toes on the woolens and nosh socks. So it was good to get a little bit of a snooze. So I slept in and then went to my nail appointment, which I had got wrong. It's not today, it's tomorrow. So I'd written it in my calendar wrong. But it's not that far from my house, so it was okay. And I needed to do some errands near there anyway. So I went and did the errands that I needed to do. And then I also went to the Oxfam music shop, which is one of my favourite places, because they just have great sheet music selection and it's really cheap and it supports a good cause. So nothing bad there. And I got several books of Christmas music. I got Carols for Choirs 2 and 4 because that's all they had, so I bought those. And then some Christmas duets, which I have a few friends who also play piano, so it would be nice to get some friends over and do some piano Christmas duets. And then I feel I got one that was contemporary songs. It was 4 auditions, but it's just got what's it got? Fairy Tale of New York and Merry Christmas, Everyone, etc. So This Is Christmas, brackets War Is Over, which is good. So yes, that is what I did. Then I had some lunch. Now it's now. I started watching Happiest Season, the gay Christmas music, the gay Christmas movie with Kristen Stewart in it that everyone kind of loves / hates. And I might finish watching that later, but it was not holding my attention. But I was watching that while I was working on, spoiler alert, incoming, woolens and nosh socks, second stripe. I did, in fact, I will focus on them properly in a minute, but I did pull out. I did pull out the ones that I was already, what is the word for that? I frogged the ones that I was making. I ripped them back. They were just too big. They just would have been more like house socks, slippery socks, which is not what I wanted. So I've gone down a needle size and then also gone down a size in terms of stitch count. So I'm making the women's medium DRK everyday sock. So that's what we've got. That's what we've got there. And I've just hit the brown section. So I'm going to stop working on those because I could knit the brown stripe, but I don't want to risk seeing any of the colour for tomorrow. So I'm going to leave those. I've not even looked at the colour for the Wee County Yarns Advent. But I'm going to do that shortly because I've not got anything else I need to do today, which is really nice because I feel like I need a day at home. So that's what I'm gonna have. I also have computer work to do, as always, because I always put it off. So now I always have to do it. So I'm gonna try and do some of that. And then I've got myself sausage and mash for dinner. A classic dinner. I also have started to get really bothered by this pile, which is kind of like if I have something in my bag, but it doesn't need to be in my bag anymore, but it might need to be in my bag again in the future, it goes in here. So it's like hats and bike lights and like sun cream and a travel straw and a travel mug and a sun hat. And the other one, there's another basket just to the side of it, which is also things that come out of bags but don't have anywhere to go. So it would be nice to sort those out. I've also not properly made my bed this morning, and I need to do some laundry, so there's a bit of sorting out to do. So I'm going to get on and do those things, and I will report back when I have more things to share. Hello, it is 4:35 and I fully committed to the pajama lifestyle. I, shortly after filming the last clip, did in fact start to feel quite unwell. I don't have like a fully fledged cold, I just feel not great and like sniffly and just like my throat doesn't, like nothing tastes right. I don't know what I want to eat, like everything just feels a bit funny. I feel like a little bit congested. I don't know. I just don't feel 100%. So I am in my pajamas. I am not putting any huge pressure on myself to get anything done this afternoon / this evening. I would like to have my room be a bit tidier because it's just one of those things that when it's tidier, I feel better. So maybe I will get to those 2 piles that I mentioned earlier. But before I do that, I'm going to sit and have some chill time and I'm going to knit. Spoilers for We County Yarns in Natural. I'm going to knit on my second Advent project. So today, day 2, is the first of the the foreground colours and it's called Asparagus. Lovely. And that is to go with Tusk. Was it Tusk from yesterday? Yes, because I thought it was Antler, but it's Tusk, which is what we cast on with yesterday. So those I think will be a lovely little contrast. And I've actually not looked to see what the motif is, but they're all quite like simple and geometric, so I don't think it'll be anything too challenging, which I will enjoy. I'm also watching a TV show called Home for Christmas, which I believe is originally Norwegian. I've watched it before, I think both seasons, in Norwegian with the subtitles, but they've dubbed it now, so you can have like English audio, and actually I think quite a few different languages they've dubbed it in. But I'm listening to it in English audio. Also with the captions on, because I watch with captions. And interestingly, the captions are the translation of the Norwegian, not like direct word for word captioning of the dubbing. So like sometimes they're slightly different, which is really interesting from a translation standpoint. Like some of the language they've really like the like swearing language, they've like really beefed up in the dubbing, whereas in the like translation, the original translation, it's not like that. So interesting. Usually I wouldn't watch something with dubbing. I would just watch with the subtitles, but because I'm going to be doing colour work and I might be up and down and tidying, blah blah blah, like it, I can't understand Norwegian particularly well if I'm not looking at the translation. That's not my skill set. So I'm giving the dubbing a go. It's weird if I'm looking at them, but if I'm looking at my project, it's not weird. So that's what we're doing. I'll probably make dinner pretty early because I had a very early lunch. And yeah, my goal is to edit today's video not too late so that I can get an okay bedtime. We'll see how that goes. So I'll see you later.